Hello, guys.
Hi, Tasha.
All right, so I hope you guys are ready. It's Tasha from Virtuous Essence Inc. And tonight I'm so excited for tonight's live. It's been greatly anticipated. We have a couple special guests on. We have Figured It That from Forgotten Lands podcast.
Yeah.
We have Fat Boy who just
Yeah.
is a regular man, just living life as a regular person. So, as always, we have Liz that's joining us. And tonight we are going to talk about men and women and the lies they tell.
The lies.
I don't know what I got
Kids.
myself into, but I'm actually excited about tonight's live. I feel like maybe I might get some of my answers to some of the questions that I've been wondering about.
I was thinking that maybe we may get some answers from some men about all these questions that we've been having amongst ourselves.
Well, I don't know, man. Are you ready to answer honestly?
Man, I'm ready to act.
Well, I live by the "it's not me, it's you."
Oh, wait. Uh-oh. You know what? That's actually that was one of my questions. So you leading right on into it. So I'm excited. So evidently we gonna get to the bottom of this tonight.
Oh yeah.
All right, so getting right into it. My first question is I'm trying to figure out why it is that men, they always say it's never them, it's always their ex. It's like whenever you ask a man about why they weren't in a relationship or why they ended their past relationship, it's never anything that they done wrong. The biggest lie is always my ex is crazy.
Yep.
Explain it to
Why
us,
is she crazy? What did you do to make her crazy? What triggered the crazy?
She was already crazy in the get-go. He knew that. He knew that, and everybody that knew them knew that. So
what, that the ex was crazy?
Man, come on, I done been around the homies and like, man, oh, that's your girl. Oh, man, you fuck with that crazy boy. We know it. That's not an excuse. You know what
I
I'm saying?
can't imagine how many people say that about me.
I mean, if you used to a crazy mess with a crazy.
Oh, so you trying to say it takes one to know one, right?
Yes. You knew you was
the law of attraction, yeah.
Motherfucker before.
That's true though. That is true though.
No, you know what, Liz?
The law of attraction.
We're not going to agree with that.
I don't agree.
She
I don't agree.
She
I don't
just
agree with
stopped
that.
being crazy when she stopped messing with you, nigga. She been crazy.
No,
That's not true though. You're right, Tasha. You're right. Because
That's right.
A lot of the times you guys do things to make us do crazy things.
No.
It be the love.
You have options.
No, I'm gonna tell you this.
I've
crazy.
Had y'all is nuts.
Where men they pretend to be a certain way. Men pretend to be a certain way until they get you where they want you, and then their true colors come out.
I agree. I definitely agree with that, Tasha. What do you think, Fat Boy?
Not all men.
Not all men, but most men.
Because I'm a firm believer of a man can't become a deadbeat overnight. He been that way. So there's no made you think he was otherwise. You just didn't do your research.
I don't know, Fat Boy. I don't know now, because there are some good actors. There are some really, really good actors.
And how many of us literally do research? Well, that's a good point, though. How many of us do a lot of research on the person that we're with? We catch these feelings and we get intertwined and entangled, and we move from there.
Well, I mean, okay, so there is some truth. There is some truth to that. A little bit. It just depends on the mind. It depends on the mind state the woman is in. I take it. Like, I feel like if a woman is desperate, then yes, she has a tendency to move quicker. But if a woman really don't need a man and it's just like, this is just something, to do, I guess, then, or she's taking it serious, I guess, you know, then she's going to do more research. I know for myself, I'm asking questions. I mean, like, we are really we're going to get all the way down to the nitty gritty in the beginning. It's like, there's nothing that's off limits that he can ask me or that I'm going to ask him. So, right. But I have came into contact with several men who they feel like they are not themselves. Either they tend not to answer the questions fully, or they pretend to be somebody else, somebody that they're not. And then later on down the line, you got to stop talking to them.
I mean, with that, I feel that, you know what I'm saying? But that's vice versa, though. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all speaking from a female point of view, so I'm about to speak from a male point of view. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, let's hear it then. So, that's what tonight is about. Let's hear it.
I want answers.
So y'all say, like, okay, who don't lie in the beginning of meeting each other?
I don't be lying.
Y'all have never lied.
I'm not gonna say I've never lied, but at this point in time, no, I don't. I don't lie.
Not about important stuff. No, women lie more about things that they're insecure of. I think
y'all lie about shit that's gonna. What y'all lie about is the shit that ain't gonna take away from the benefit. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, give me an example. Like
what? Example. You single, you messing with 5 different dudes. When some dude come up to you, oh yes, I'm single, ain't nobody.
But if it ain't nobody, that is nobody.
But you got multiple friends. You got
options. Those are just
you got options. The look. What there was a meme, right? There was a meme options. On Facebook.
Those are other options.
There was a meme on Facebook that had like 5 different dudes, one for food, one for a bill, one for a ride,
I ain't got none of that.
One for late night, one for go get the drink, and one for to get your back banged out for. So those are multiple. Now you're not finna introduce or change anything about your routine saying, yes, I'm single, ain't nobody. No, you're not finna mess up your benefit. So therefore, when the nigga find out, he see you maybe out the ordinary, see you in public with a dude, they be like, damn man, hold on, wait a minute, she just said, you know what I'm saying? Now what?
No, I got something to say about that, and that's why I said we got options, because a lot of the times guys want to be seeing you and be involved and engage in sexual activities and such, but they don't want to label it. They don't want to make a commitment. Therefore, we're not with them. We're not together. We're just fucking friends.
Mm-hmm. And then
if you don't make a commitment to someone, you can't expect them to be committed to you.
So that's why you got to make that. That's why you got to make that clear unto whoever you fucking with, so they don't know. So they know the deal. 9 times out of 10, well, I say a good 40% gonna be like still on that shit. Like, oh man, I think I'm the only one. I should be the only one. You might get that crazy.
Messing with. That just depends.
Why does that depend on the guy that you're messing with, fat boy?
Most guys lie until they have something to offer.
You know what? I agree. I think that to be true. When a man comes into contact with a good woman and they know they're not up to par, that is where the lies come in at.
Yeah.
That's where the lies come in at. They have to compensate. When they know they don't really have anything to offer, they compensate with lies. I will agree. I'm glad you agreed.
Females do the same thing.
But that was my question about men. So if you want to pose a question,
I got a question.
and I'm sure I have an answer. So go ahead and pose your question.
Okay. Now, how much to all the ladies? Why do y'all just ask for $40, knowing y'all need 100? And what power does this $40 have? Because this $40 can move mountains. Y'all
I am not going. Hey, Reggie, you are talking to the wrong women about some damn $40.
You need to be on a different podcast.
I'm asking. Or you need to be on a ladies in the comments. If
he's trying to turn a trick.
Why do y'all only ask for $40?
All right, so let me set the tone. These fellas that we are interviewing, they are comedians. Okay, so some things you gotta not take serious.
I'm
like
not a comedian.
Question.
I spit.
The $40 question.
I'm not a comedian.
He is on the wrong podcast.
This is all factual questionnaires. This was a survey that was approved by the National Thoughtville Association.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. One of our comments said food and gas. They asked for $40 for food and gas.
I was gonna say, what are you giving people $40 for, Reggie? What is up with that? What you run around giving girls $40 for, Reggie?
I'm not. I'm just asking because this is a universal thing. Everywhere I see is like, you see the chicks that make the $40 song. There's a $40 song.
Stop playing. There ain't no damn $40 song.
The City Girls made a $40 song.
See, they done messed up the game. $40, that's not even gas money. I smoke cigarettes and I can't even buy them with that.
I mean, okay. And then my other question is, how come every time because I see brothers going through it, man, on the timelines and all that.
Wait, Reggie. I gotta address this really quick.
The $40?
The $40. One of our commenters said, Sparkle said, only hood rats ask for $40. I need something on this rent. So what kind of women are you entertaining that's asking you for $40?
No, I'm asking because that's the thing.
Sounds like
y'all know that's all y'all hear is the $40.
Is that all you hear? Because that lets me know a lot about the type of women you date.
No. Y'all know it's true. What I'm saying is true.
I've never heard anybody ask for $40.
I know the $40 thing is a quick trick. I'm just gonna be honest. When you give a that's I can't even comment on how crazy that is to lay down for $40. You might as well just I don't know.
They're freebie.
I was just gonna say something like that. Like, what the fuck, $40? Just
go ahead and get that freebie on in.
That's right.
I don't want nobody to feel like I'm judging them about doing what they got to do for $40. That's that $40. You know what I mean?
And then next time, hit them for that cell phone money and that rent.
See, he playing. All right, so go to the next question. What else was you getting ready to ask?
Like, why does your ex mess up everything for y'all future? Y'all just get a next dude just living hell.
Oh, you know what? I don't know. You want to answer this first, Queen?
I feel like I do know, because we put our guards up when we get fucked over a lot or when we get hurt too much. And we do take that out on the next relationship. And ultimately it does cost us our future. And that's when we gotta start diagnosing our damn selves and just picking a different type of person. But then again, it's like a trauma. I feel like once you get played by one person that you really, really love, like your guards automatically go up. You automatically start thinking that the next man is going to treat you the way the last man did.
But see, that ties into the first question we talked about, where women weren't asking the right questions. It's like, okay, so it's either do you want a woman to take her time and to go slow and to make sure this is what she wants and it is what it is, and then view her as just a in tune woman to what she wants, or do you want a woman to just go with the flow and just take whatever? Because it's like, yeah, of course, if a woman is hurt before, she's gonna be guarded and she's gonna make sure this next time is the right time. She's not gonna just go into it all willy-nilly like she did the first time.
Yeah, and then when the lies start coming in, because the lies start coming in, like, because females to me is more emotionally attached. It takes a minute for a female to let go of shit. Sometimes it takes a dude too, but a good majority of females. So like when you meet that dude, right, and you constantly still in contact with your ex, because you still ain't really let go. Especially if y'all got some kids or something together. You know what I'm saying? And then you tell the new dude, ain't nothing going on, but in behind closed doors, It's still talking, it's still texting, it's still all that. So you steady feeding the new dude lies, he peeping it, or if he a lame ass, he probably ain't. But if he hip to the game, he peeping it, then that's messing it up for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? What you could have had a good dude,
His
but you hating on
hurt.
too. Yeah, you know
Recently.
what I'm saying? Huh? Who? Who, me?
Your feelings was hurt recently.
Oh, no. I got homies that go through shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm the big homie that they call, like, damn, dog, you know, I thought she was, but she still fucking with this nigga behind me. I done did everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bruh, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But
I was just talking to my son about it, and he was telling me that he honestly feels like men take the longest to let go. He's seen different relationship dynamics. He's been in different relationships. And he said to me that he thinks that it takes the men a lot longer to actually release those feelings for the woman and let her go. That the women are moving on quicker these days.
I agree with that.
But you know what? I don't know, because sometimes, and that leads me to my next question. It's like men, they get into things when a woman says, listen, I just want to be friends. Like, I don't want to move this any further. Like, you know, I just got out of something, or I just, like, you know, and it's like men, they act like they cool with that at first, but then men, they want to push the gas. They want to go from 0 to 60 all in a matter of a couple days or a couple weeks. It's like, all right,
but
it's
that's only because a female will still have a guy doing boyfriend shit. Now, if we're just friends, that means I can no longer do boyfriend shit. And a female
I really can't feel that
to do boyfriend shit, even though she don't want nothing but just friendship, she will allow him to do boyfriend shit. But on the other hand, a man ain't gonna allow a female to do some extra shit. If we're not that, we're not that.
I don't agree with that. A man will let you cook and clean, wash his drawers, rub his back. He will let you do everything that a wife does for him, and he will not marry you. Like, I've seen it. It's happened to me. It always happens. Like, men will allow you to do wifely duties and will not even consider you being an option for them in the long term.
But see, that's y'all choice. Y'all got the power to cut that shit short. You know what I'm saying? And you giving yourself a mental option. I'ma still say with the nigga, keep doing this shit, but I know the nigga ain't gonna put a ring on my finger. That's y'all shit. Y'all can cut that shit off from the net go. First of all, get this shit straight in the beginning. When you start feeling yourself getting closer and closer and all that shit, lay that shit out on the table, because you don't lay that shit on the table in the beginning. When it comes to, you know, getting to it, you're like, damn, I didn't even know this about her. I didn't know this about him. Oh man, fuck, man. You know, then discrepancies start.
True.
So, you know what I'm saying? So it's yin and yang for real, man. Because you got a female point of view and a male point of view. You got what a female want, what a dude want. We got what a dude don't want, what a female don't. Y'all got to get to what the don't wants first. You know what I mean? And then everything shit will merge in together and shit, man.
But see, that it would be easier said. That's easier said than done, especially when people are not being honest. It's like a lot of people, they don't come dragging their baggage to the table. You know,
they hide it.
It comes out later. It's like it comes out later.
Yeah. But these days, people of our age, not speaking on our generation, we done been through it all to the point where it should be no bullshit tolerated.
That's true.
We should be able to see the signs before they should even come up to par. Like, damn, this motherfucker keep doing this, all right, know the signs of that. Be gone.
True. That's absolutely true.
You know what I mean? Then when the lies come in, the red flag, boom, it's over with, man. Because you got another lie will cover with another lie, then cover with another lie, then cover with another lie. Then next thing you know, you got a different social security number, different identity, ID card, driver's license, every motherfucking thing. You done created a whole new motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, though. That is so true, though.
It's crazy, man. So my thing is like the lies and shit, and I'm hip to everything. Everybody hip to hip. You know what I'm saying? It's just to the point where, like, what's the point? Because the shit gonna come out anyway.
Right. But see, a commenter in the comments said, they said men are very emotional also. And men, they I don't know. It seems like more men, like women get a lot of flack about jumping from relationship to relationship, but men do that same thing. And as a matter of fact, I do believe men do it more often than women. And it's like you guys aren't healing first. Like why? Like why?
You gotta figure out man's demeanor since life is wanting wanting to be nurtured. You know what I'm saying? And as like female, that's why we attach. Like, mama's boy. Every dude I know is attached to their mama.
Hold on. Somebody has another device on.
What?
Somebody has another device on. You need to turn it off.
All right. But yeah, every man is nurtured, man. And like it's hard for males to let go of shit, let go of that mother, because you see, like, man, I don't care how gangster you is. If you having one of them days and you go up to your girl, y'all in the crib, you gonna cuddle up with her and feel so secure.
Reggie, whatever you do, you need to fix it.
He not echoing for me. I can hear him.
Maybe I need to step back.
Is he echoing, Tasha?
Yeah, he's echoing. And then the commenter saying that he's echoing too.
Hold on.
Meanwhile, Fat Boy, you can give us your take on how you feel about that.
Yo.
I couldn't hear nothing that was said. It was like staticky the whole time.
Oh, that's awful.
Can y'all hear me now?
Somebody in the comments let us know if it's still echoing really bad. Can you hear Fat Boy?
Yeah, but it's echoing.
Is it? That's crazy. I don't have anything on.
It's not anymore. It stopped now.
Oh, that was his phone. Okay, I think we should continue the conversation until Reggie gets back. So I guess we should pose a question to Fat Boy, Tasha, since we got him. We could double team him.
Yeah, double team you now.
I guess you want to ask him a question, Tasha?
Well, yeah, the question that was posed was like, men don't tend to heal first before jumping from relationship to relationship. And we were wondering, like, why is that? Like Reggie was saying before he started echoing that it's because men are in search of like the nurturing relationships or the nurturing nature that women provide.
I agree with that. Most guys who jump from relationship to relationship,
man, this sounds terrible,
have some form of mother issue.
That's a good point.
Either they're a mama's boy or they didn't get that love from their mom, so they jump from relationship to relationship.
That's a good point.
Like he said, guys look to be nurtured. So that's why we do it. And I say we because myself has been included in that circle before.
Right.
It's searching for love. It doesn't matter who it's from. That's why a guy is willing to allow a female who's not his girl to do this and do that for her, cook and clean and do wifey things. Because if she don't do it, we're gonna easily go find the next one to do it. But that all has to do with a mental state, because they haven't let go of what they're damaged from, either being a mama's boy or lack of having a mother.
Yeah, that's that's actually a really good point. That's a really good point, Fat Boy, because actually I'm glad you actually admitted it, because men these days, they don't tend to admit that they have those issues, and those are the real things that we need to be talking about when we first come to the table. Like when we first get into or knowing we're moving towards being serious, we need to talk about these childhood traumas and these things that we are holding on to, because a lot of people expect us women to be their moms, or a lot of men.
Yeah.
I'm not your mother. You know, I am your woman. I'm not your woman. I'm not your mother.
Yep. I absolutely agree with that, Tasha. A lot of them are looking for mother figures.
Absolutely.
And I mean, we're supposed to nurture them, and we're supposed to be that nurturing, caring, loving energy that they run to and that they experience. But the thing is, when they're sharing it, they got you doing this and then the next woman doing that, and this is my problem. They're lying to everybody about it. They're lying to all y'all. I would much rather for a man to tell me what's going on. Give me the option. You never know. I may even be interested in you having other women, you know, because I know there's no way any of us could fulfill every single need that we all got. Mm-hmm. And you never know what type of person you're dealing with. And the lies could very well ruin the relationship before it even gets started.
That's right.
What they saying in the comments, Tash?
Some people just agree. Well, a lot of people saying that we're echoing. And people who said that it's fact. A lot of men do have mama issues, and actually, you know, when it comes to men and women, a lot of people highlight all these issues that women have. Nobody ever really highlights the things that men come to the table with. So to hear Fat Boy say, "Oh yeah, there's a lot of men with mama issues." I mean, that makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense that it sometimes it ain't the woman that's coming to the table with these issues. It's men. Men have the same emotional issues that women come to the table with. And we just need to start being honest about it.
And I absolutely agree.
I mean, it's all about what your beliefs are. If you believe that woman came from a man, then of course you're going to have the same emotional issues going on as a man would that a woman would.
All right, come on now, guys. Come on. The floor is yours. Like, what y'all got?
What y'all got? Give us what y'all got.
What y'all got?
I got one. All right, how come like when first dates, when females go on the first date, why y'all be lying? Something about it's gonna get cracking, but y'all just there for the lobster and steak.
Wait a minute. What'd you say?
Why you gotta ask these type of questions, Reggie? Ain't nobody listen.
Yeah. What's with that lie?
Wait, okay, you gotta clarify the question for me. What'd you say?
The question is this: why lead us on at dinner, getting lobster and steak, and then at the end, I gotta go get my kids?
We gotta go get our kids. We
well,
literally.
First of all, you know what? I'm gonna just keep it real, and I'm gonna be honest, ladies. Please don't shoot me. But if she's telling you that she gotta go get her kids, that means she's not feeling you, brother.
That's exactly right.
You knew this before the $80 dinner, bitch.
I mean,
okay.
Nope. No,
because listen, I think if you're dating someone, then you're supposed to wine and dine them without expecting it to lead to sex.
Absolutely.
We can have a beautiful night and we can go our separate ways, and maybe I'll take you out tomorrow. Like, what type of shit is that for you to think that you spent $80 on me and now we about to lay around and roll around?
Absolutely.
That's $240. No, that's $240.
You should have been more upfront about your expectations.
That's
in the beginning.
$240, man.
Exactly. You should be like, I'm gonna take you out for lobster and steak, but afterwards we fucking, right? Like, you make it clear. Don't beat around the bush and make us think you want to pamper us.
Expectations in the beginning.
I mean, you gotta feel like you want to feed us. You want to take care of us.
Hey, the bros be going in like, man, this sound like I be commenting like, man, you so goofy for that one.
Come on, now what's wrong with taking a woman out for a nice dinner without expecting?
Get that.
That's why women are so guarded.
And if you don't want her to go get her kids, then pay for the damn babysitter. How hard is that?
See?
I'm just saying.
Man, listen.
That's $240, man.
One thing I've
Listen, Hold on a second. But that goes to show, like, that's why women are so guarded. It's like, I feel like a nice man, a gentleman, he wants to get to know you better. Okay. It doesn't have to end in something else at the end of the night. What matters is the connection that you made at dinner. Correct?
It sounds good, Tasha.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's why we did this. That's why we did this show really quick tonight, is because men come to the table with all these expectations and then want to sit up and get mad at a woman when they weren't clear up front.
I think, me personally, I feel like this. In my 35 years of living, if a woman agreed to even go out on a date with you, the thought of fucking you has already crossed her mind.
Oh, no.
Waste her time on going out on a date with you.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Think about sex.
That is not
If a woman really wants to have sex with you, you ain't gotta buy nothing.
If you're gonna get some buns or not.
no. Well, you know what? Okay, that's partially true. Partially, but that's not completely true.
Listen, can I ask you a personal question, Tasha?
Oh my God! Yes, you can ask me.
Have you ever had sex in a vehicle?
That's way too personal. Tasha, don't answer that shit, girl.
But yeah, I have. Yes, I have.
Listen,
Yes, I have.
There's a point behind that question. Okay.
I have.
Like I said, if a female agreed to go on a date with you, the thought of sleeping with you has crossed her mind.
But that's not entirely true.
Man and woman's sole purpose is to there's no.
I'm so torn right
we reproduce. Man and women reproduce, so that's your sole purpose, is to reproduce.
Right.
So if you're willing to go on a date with a man and things to go further, the thought of sleeping with him has crossed your mind. Now, determine on his actions on that date determines if you're going to get some buns out of her or not. If she's going to give you some buns, she will give you some buns in a car, the back of a church. It doesn't matter. She's going to give you buns. So that's why, like, as guys, when we feel like, okay, I done put all this work in, which most men, they feel if I spent some money on her, that's putting work in. Most guys think like that.
That's wrong.
But no, I understand that's a wrong way to think, but most guys think like that. They think if I spend some money on her, like he said, that's $240. That's $80. If you willing to put that money up,
Reggie, turn your radio down.
That's why a lot of women be so scared to go on dates, because then like when we go out on dates, we're exploring our options. As I said earlier, usually there are more men than just you, and we're trying to see which ones connect with us more, which ones we vibe with more, which ones we like the most. And just because you spend a couple dollars, like, that don't really mean much to me. I want to see some energy, some effort. I want to feel attention.
So I agree. I agree with you, Queen. I agree with you as far as women have other options to explore. Yes. But if a guy does that, why do most females be like, oh, you talking to her and you talking to her, now you trying to talk to me? Why do females do that? Isn't that double standard?
No, because I'm gonna tell you, because the intention wasn't set in the beginning. If people are more intentional, and people are more intentional about setting their intentions in the beginning, then all of that could be alleviated. It's like, you have to be honest and upfront. And I'm gonna tell you, I do agree with you, like, only on a certain level, though. Sometimes women do have that intention on sleeping with a man in the beginning. A lot of the times, that's not the case. Sometimes women don't even see that man as being attractive until they have that conversation and they're conversating back and forth. She likes the intellectual of that man.
Exactly. She likes the connection. She likes the energy.
I wasn't saying as in sleeping with him that night. I'm not saying as in sleeping with him that night. I'm just saying in general, the thought of sleeping with him has crossed her mind when she agreed to even go on this date. And
I kind of agree with you. I slightly agree with you on that, because if you're not interested, usually if you're not sexually attracted to a person, that's a big turnoff, and you will let that person know you're not interested right away, even with your actions and with your energy.
Or that's when they say that they don't have a babysitter, figure dig. That's when they say, you know what? My kids, I don't have a babysitter.
I'm like, I told bruh, I'm like, why she keep hitting you with that? This like the third dinner, bro.
She want him to pay for the babysitter.
He like, I really like her. I'm like, man, bro. If you ain't paid for the second time for the babysitter, man.
So you saying that if you go on more than one date, she's supposed to automatically give you the bums? That's what you're saying, bro?
So is the woman supposed to automatically give you the buns?
No, I asked, bro, I'm like, what was your? I asked him, like, man, what you trying to do? You really like her? Or you just want to knock her down? You know what I'm saying? And he like both. I'm like, well, shit. I'm like, man, go for what you know, then, bro. But this dinner shit ain't you. You know what I mean? You gotta.
That's another thing. Why would you even take a woman out on a dinner date if that's not the type of things that you enjoy doing?
Man, bro, it's just and it happens often too, man. Because most chicks, they just go on a date for the meal.
You gotta tell him to stop taking her to these expensive places. Then
I
agree.
Hey, what they say? Ouch, shit. What they say? What they say? First time's only second time.
You gotta take her to get McDonald's or something. If
don't nobody even eat that shit.
Her to just McDonald's. I'm saying, if I'm not gonna take you to Red Lobster, Olive Garden, and Ichiban, if I know that you ain't giving up no bonbons. Like if
I think them are broke man problems. For the most part, if you dating the right type of man and he takes you out on a date, then he's going to be more worried about enjoying the time with you and learning you and getting to know you than the damn $80. What the hell is $80? That ain't nothing.
That's $240. That's a lot. I got a lot of power.
To get to know you, but if his intention is just for the bums, then.
And see, but why go in when you go into a situation with that sort of mindset, you losing already. It's like if you go into the situation with that, then you losing already. There is not one respectable woman who is going to take you serious. Women are real intuitive. We can feel what your intentions are before you even open your mouth and say it. So it's like, you sitting there looking at me like I'm a piece of meat or like you want something from me. It's like, no, that's a turnoff. It's like, no, show me that I'm the queen that I am. Show me that I'm worth this $80 meal. I mean, because if you take me on 5 $80 meal dates, it's going to be well worth your time.
Exactly.
Out of $40.
You in this $40 got to go. I'm
telling you, it's like you need to upgrade yo.
Hey, y'all see how Tasha's voice got elevated?
You need to put
$40. Seriously, we is not talking about $40 anymore because the type of women that you can give $40 to and roll around with are not the type of women that's probably even interested in what we talking about right now. They want their damn $40, and that's it. And that's
you so silly for them. I'm telling you, it's like I don't know who's in your little black book or your guy's little black book, but I challenge them to throw that little black book away and start again. Maybe change the color. Change the color to red. That's more appeasing to women, you know.
Well,
get rid of your little black book because it's not working for you.
I don't fuck with $40 hoes. I don't fuck with $40 hoes.
He's serious.
Hey, I'm gonna change the amount.
Though, if you take a chick on a date, any real man that take a chick on a date, he's not worried about the amount.
I agree.
Otherwise, from jump, he would have been letting it be known that we're splitting this bill.
I agree.
We're just two people going to enjoy a meal together.
Mm-hmm.
But if you a real man, ain't gonna worry about it, because I've spent hundreds of dollars on meals for no reason, just for company, to enjoy that.
That's right, and that's what it's about.
But
all right, so I'm gonna say this: we have about.
If you just trying to
go ahead.
If you trying to just sleep with a chick, then that's where most guys fail to realize is they speak on how much money they spent on a chick to go out to eat. But what they don't take into consideration is you spend money on a hotel room, you spend money on a fresh outfit to go with her, you spent most of your money on yourself. But only thing you're thinking about is how much you spent on her, because you're worried about what you're finna get in return.
I agree with that.
Somebody who you really are trying to connect with, if it's somebody that you're really trying to connect with, you're not paying attention to none of that. You know what I'm saying? Your main focus is to entertain her and keep her entertained.
Right. I feel like this. If you gotta spend money on an outfit, and if you gotta spend money on a hotel room, you probably shouldn't be spending no money taking somebody out to eat. Like, you really need to get your stuff together, and you really need to be spending your money. You need to be spending your money getting you a stable place to stay, so you can bring her back to your apartment.
Not everybody's energy is welcome into your home. You can't welcome
that's true too.
Into your home.
But if you dealing with somebody, you can't take back to your house. Like, you shouldn't be entertaining that. That's something that you shouldn't be entertaining. You can sense the energy from the beginning.
People got corona. People got crazy.
I mean, come on. This is outside of corona. Okay, this is outside of corona. Corona, like, we just talking real, and just like, I don't know. Like, of course, corona is different.
We talking about crazy women.
But you can peep that. Like, I mean, if you a man that's really in tune to himself and really want something, then you gonna know by the woman's conversation whether or not you want to take her back to your house or not. You can leave that right there at the restaurant, and you can tell her, you know, and then again, it's like, maybe that's where the second date come in at.
So when you're in the dating stage. When you're in the dating stage, you just let people know where you live?
No, and that's why you know, but why would you go to a hotel with a person that you're not even comfortable bringing back to your house?
Because guys don't think like that. If she giving up the buns, we finna go get the buns. We don't care about if she crazy or not. She gonna come back to the hotel. We gone.
I'm a flip modes. I got another question. Why females be lying, using their kids as an excuse to be getting off work, and nothing wrong with their kids?
That is not Reggie.
Nobody want to say that. No damn.
Kids that had an eye appointment.
Specific to women. Men
had 7 eye appointments in 7 days.
No, you know what? That's right. She has 7 kids, but that's not just specific to women, though.
Damn. Right. Eye place ain't even open on Sunday. What the hell?
That's not specific to women. So I don't know. I choose to look over that question.
Okay, you're asking a question.
Okay, I got a question for you. But before I ask my next question, I want to say we have about 20 minutes before we close down this live. I want to hear from the commenters. Women out there, put some questions in the comments on some lies that you've heard men tell. Men, post some questions in the comments box about, you know, some common lies that you heard women tell, and then we'll get to them here in a minute. But my next question is, and if you haven't done so, go ahead and share this live, please, and thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
So my next question is, why do men say that she's just my friend, knowing that they are in a whole full-on blown out relationship?
Because she's
Or
saying
that's just my
the
baby.
same thing.
It's like you guys will be living with a woman and say she's my roommate or she's my friend. She's only a friend.
That's some little kid shit right there.
But a lot of grown men do it. They be like, "Oh, I live with my baby mama, but we're not together," and then they expect you to actually pursue a relationship with them, knowing that there's other women involved.
I mean, if a chick fall for that, that's on her on that one.
You can't keep saying that. Nope, because you said that the last time. It's not.
You gotta think.
You're blaming us for the lies y'all tell.
So if a nigga tell you he live with his baby mama, but they ain't doing nothing, you gonna continue being with the nigga?
Well, the question is, why do men do that? And honestly, I lived with my baby daddy for about a year, and we ain't touched each other not once. We even had separate rooms. So had he been telling women that, he would have been telling the truth. But how do we know when they're telling the truth or not? Because so many be lying.
Sometimes you gotta follow their intuition, man, and common sense for real. If that's blind right there, that means you just want to be treated.
Right. Somebody said that means that this is not it's just not official. It's not official with it's not official with them and their significant, I mean their baby's mother or whoever it is, the girl that they're living with. But I still feel like how do you feel like you could be ready to entertain another woman and you have a woman living with you?
You can't do that. It's
not
too much. It's too much. It's too much going on for if a nigga could do that, he is amazing. That nigga need to be on. He need to have his own network. I'm serious, man.
To be able to juggle multiple women at the same time.
Man, that is a magician.
I'm saying I'm like two different women all in myself.
I'm at least 4. I ain't even gonna lie.
Nigga, that nigga's a magician. He is a expert pro at what he the fuck does. Mike Lowry to the 55th power ass nigga.
I have a question like on this same topic. Like, so when you keep saying that it's us, we fall for that shit, we stupid. When is a time appropriate for us to believe a man and believe in a man and trust in what he say?
Man,
right. That's a good question.
I ain't, for one, I never said y'all was stupid.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll take that back there.
So when it comes to that, I mean, females know their trials and tribulations that they put forth before they can, if their morals and values, when that shit kick in, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, it's like you gotta understand it before you try. You gotta feel whoever that you feel them out for a minute. See if this is gonna be working for you in the future and shit. You can't go by current events and shit. You gotta see what the fuck a motherfucker about, because if you got kids, this person gonna be around your kids. If you got stuff going in your career, is this gonna be a benefit for me? Is he gonna be able to do and figure that out before you even attempt to move forward? See the different steps. Back in the day when your moms and pops them used to do the shit, going out on dates for 5 months and shit.
How when the man's so worried about the first $80 he spent?
Nah, see, that's beyond the point. That's beyond us right now. We on this topic. Stick to this.
I'm saying, how are you gonna make it to the 5th date if you're not having sex with him?
We conquered that. We on.
How are you gonna make it to the 5th date?
So I mean, it ain't gotta be always on a food date. It could be a walk through the park. It could be on you know what I'm saying, go to the mall, go shopping with me, or some shit like that. It ain't gotta be about spending $40 or $80 and shit. There's other shit motherfuckers do to entertain each other and shit. But at the same time, you gotta be analyzing a lot of shit and putting shit in that notebook inside of your head. Like, okay, check mark, boom, check mark, boom, check mark, boom, because he's doing the same shit as well. If he up on his shit like that. And then that's where easy conversations come into part, because y'all understand shit and ain't no lies, because everything you seeing, he's seeing too. So ain't no lies. You seeing everything y'all doing because y'all doing exactly what needs to be done to go ahead and be cordial with each other, have a soft conversation and not no vulgar one. And then that's where communication come in. That's when shit start blossoming. You know what I mean? Shit start blossoming after that. And then, That's when you start learning people. That's why how people should go about the different levels. There's levels. Everybody's impatient. Everybody wants this to happen,
True.
this to happen, and
I
this to happen.
agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not exactly sure what you were smoking, Reggie.
What?
But now
But it did the damn thing. So I like it.
you back to earth now. Like that makes sense.
I'm
You
on.
back down to earth now. Like that makes sense. Now you speaking with some
Oh, man, he here.
It's the chronic.
That's what I'm saying. Whatever that was.
His A game on.
Whatever that was, it got you. It was like some truth serum, whatever it
God.
I liked it. I felt that.
Yeah, that was 100, Reggie. That really was.
Yeah, that's all that shit is. But yeah, though, what we got? Oh, we got 10 minutes.
Yeah, we got about 10
minutes. Comments?
There's no questions in the comments. Nobody has any questions. There ain't no questions that that you guys want to discuss with us tonight. But I guess until we get one, if we do, one last question for me. You know, I'm always prepared with questions.
I know.
So why say I love you and you don't really mean it?
Oh, she went in.
You ain't doing right, or you're not ready to even say that, or you're not even ready to take it to the next level. Why say I love you and you really don't mean it?
Yep.
It's convenient to say, man. Most people, it's so many dimensions the phrase and gesture "I love you" has. You know what I mean? So many ways you can play and shit. Like say you meet a nigga and y'all kicking it, whatever, and shit. Be like, "Oh, I love you. I love you too." You don't feel shit, but it was easy coming off the tongue. You know what I'm saying? Then sometimes the opposite party might take it heavy. Sometimes the other one might take it light. But that's a bullet in the clip, cocked back, ready to rock. That shit can lead to some ill shit.
Yeah, it can't get stuck.
You know what I mean? That person that said it might not meant it, might meant it light work, and the other one might be heavy. You know what I'm saying? Then when it come down to the calm down, some shit's gonna fall. Oh, I thought you loved me. I never said that like that for real. I mean, I like you a lot. Oh man, it's going down.
So why don't you just say I like you a lot? And why just be like, you know what? I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I'm ready for the love words yet. I like you a lot.
I don't know why people do that, man. Like, yeah. I don't know why, man. I mean, I did it before, but I was a shorty. I was like 19, 20. I ain't know what that shit. I was just saying this shit. I ain't, and luckily she was like, she wasn't, she was just saying this shit too. But I didn't see motherfuckers get sliced up, cars, windows busted out, shot and shit over that shit. Man, saying you love a person and don't really love a person and shit. And really playing the act though, really going along with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, if you don't love a motherfucker, say that shit. You know, don't keep, man. That I love you is, boy. That's Chopper City, boy. Okay, especially these days, shit. Okay, motherfucker, you don't love me. Okay, we gonna see.
All right. So at what point are men gonna just? Is it that they are afraid of rejection? Are they afraid of what might happen? You think they might lose the woman if they are honest? If they are say like that they really don't love the woman? Do you feel like
Tasha, you sound like popcorn. Talk. Say something real quick.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you did now.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, at what point is a man gonna be honest and say, like, and be honest about their feelings? Is it something that they need to get straight within themselves? Is it the fact that they have rejection issues? Like they feel like they have to tell this woman that they love them in order to keep them? Are they afraid of losing this woman? Is it that they feel like that's what she want to hear, and so they want to keep her in his lives or in their lives, or like what is this? And at what point is it? What's it going to take for men to be honest and stop saying that they love somebody when they really don't?
The chick that they saying this shit to, and when she gets to the point like, nigga, you love me, show me. You ain't showing me shit. You just saying this shit. Showing it is more of an effort.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And if they putting forth an effort to show that, that's what it is. But if they just saying it, nigga, you just talking shit, nigga. You just entertainment. Here, come, let's have a drink. We can do our thing. You can go home. I'll drop you off. That's all that shit should be. Now, for motherfuckers showing effort and showing action, and you seeing it, green light. But if they're just saying this shit, you know what I'm saying? You gotta peep the shit. It's not up to one individual to keep saying it. You keep believing it because you don't believe this shit. Action it. You know what I mean?
I
Effort.
have a question after that. Am I echoing?
No, you good.
No, you're good now.
How do we know whether a man is serious about pursuing a relationship with us? Because a lot of them do put in that effort and they just still be after sex. A lot of them still only want you for sex, and they will show effort, and you will think they're serious, but they don't be.
You gotta lay it down. You gotta put your 10 toes down and let a motherfucker know what you're trying to do. Before it, you can't keep going on and on and on because that's just your fuck buddy. And if they know that y'all this fuck buddies is gonna be fuck buddies and shit. But if you trying to get in a relationship with a motherfucker, let them know like, hey, look, we've been fucking around for some time and shit. What you trying to do with this? You know what I'm saying? We need you gotta like a timeline. Give yourself a timeline. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. I love that.
Give yourself a timeline and be like, hey, okay, so look, it's been whoop-de-woo. What you trying to do? Is we doing something? Is we relationship wise and shit, or we trying to build or offend to? If not, all right, man, it's been cool. I ain't no hard feelings, but it's been cool. I holler at you, man. Best of luck with shit, cause I'm on some other shit. Now, if they come back with a rebuttal, like, okay, yeah, that's cool, I'm with that. And then you put another timeline in 30 days or something. Like, okay, let's see what he or she about. And then if they meeting some of them expectations, okay, now you move on to critical timeline. You know what I'm saying? Then that's where woo. And then after that timeline there you go. You know what I'm saying? So you know, take it's chess. You know what I mean? You know what it is with that motherfucker. Now you figuring out shit. You probably met moms, pops, or whoever they OG is, and kind of figured out they moves and shit, and how they move, how they act, how they moods is, and all that shit. And then if they fuck up from there, it's a straight. That one strike is 3 strikes in one, so it's over. So motherfuckers can't put themselves in situations. Motherfuckers put themselves in situations to the point where like, damn, that's the situation. If you can see it before it comes, it's that shit. That's the easy part. It's just don't put yourself in a situation. You control shit. You got options. That's your life. Nobody run your shit but God. Can't no human run you. Shit, the fuck? What's a motherfucking human with?
I like that. I like that point of saying, I feel like too, as women, like, we do tend to kind of get more emotional and we kind of move, way too fast.
Yeah.
We need to slow it down just a little bit, and we need to really look at a person's their actions and not just the words that they're speaking.
Right.
And also we need to make these men prove to us that what they're saying is real. Like, we need to get out of our heart and into our heads and make decisions smart. We have about 1 minute left. And with this 1 minute, I want to invite you all to share this video if you haven't. I want to invite you guys to follow my page, Virtuous Essence Inc. I invite you to like Queen's page at Queen's Rising. And I would invite you to follow Figure Diggs podcast at Forgotten Lands podcast. And until we see you guys again next week. I want to say thank you for tuning in. This has truly been a pleasure. I've enjoyed every second of it. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Peace out.